Hello everyone, welcome to Elisa Marie Designs. I am Elisa Maria. Welcome back if you are back. Welcome if you are new. This is for Whip Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? No, it's Tuesday. And why am I doing Whip Wednesday on Tuesday? Well, because I thought I was going to Cape May on Friday, but I'm actually going on Thursday. I'm glad I checked, because when I was videotaping Tip Tuesday, my husband said, don't forget, we have an appointment at 3 o'clock. And I was like, oh, I got like 15 minutes to whip out this Tip Tuesday. And okay, trying not to make more of a mess than I have already. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm actually working with ArtDot release paper. I just ordered this. It came with washi tape. It came with an aligner. It came with 200 pieces of release paper, and it came with an X-Acto knife. And it came with, no, I don't know why that was in there. Why was that in there? Oh, I think I was doing a demo. I put silicone feet on the bottom of my ArtDot little confetti trays. I call these confetti trays because I use my China marker that I just broke the point off on, and I write on the little container, let's just say I'm working with symbol A. I'll write an A on there, and I'll have multiple one of these out because they latch together and I can make my own little palette. Okay, that was a freebie. So it was my intention to work on Time for Christmas. I'm so nervous right now. But I want to work on a certain section of it. Let me get these out of the way. I want to work on the flag. It's very important to me that I want to do the flag first. So I figured, well, I'll just put, this is why I don't use washi tape. I'll let you look now. My husband's upstairs singing. Can you hear him singing? The one that's got all the dates mixed up about what our life is about. Okay, so I figured, oh, I'll just put a little washi tape on there and I'll cut that out. I thought I was going to cut through the canvas. I'm literally shaking. I cannot take washi tape. Look at what the piece looks like. I used the same porcelain, you know, kind of a cutter that I see everybody use, right? This one. And I'm just making a mess. I have a ruler and all. So much for that. And I was like, I'm ready to rip this thing off, and I'm ready to just get the washi tape. And I didn't want to do that because I wanted to see the entire canvas while I was diamond painting. But then again, you can always put the picture up. So that's what I'm in the middle of. I'm in the middle of putting washi tape and putting release paper down. Now, when I went again to pulled it, I mean, look at it. It's terrible. I did a terrible job here, and I'm pretty neat. Like, I'm pretty conscientious when I'm doing something. Now I have to watch this piece of, oh gosh. You know, if you get the top part of your plastic on your canvas, it will stick on there and it will not come off. And being that I had that window cut out and I was trying to pull the plastic back, and it was just, you know, that close to getting stuck to the canvas. And I'm not good with this either. I'm really not. One thing that I didn't tell you guys. So let me just get my aligner that I can use to put this release paper down. This came with the all-in-one system, and I like it because it's clear up in here. The old one wasn't. It was solid color. So I'm putting these down. And one thing I forgot to tell you guys with this canvas is there is really no glue line. The glue stops right at the end. I mean, like, there's no overhang of glue. There's no washi tape needed here because the last line is the border. They really did a really nice job. And as I was saying in one of my other canvases, the last time I saw that was when I got something from Diamond Painting Shop. Did Klimt's The Kiss and Woman in Gold. I've done Woman in Gold and I've done The Kiss by Klimt already from Diamond Painting Shop. I have no space. I'm just going to do the best that I can here and get this down. Yeah, so, and I had seen, when I got those canvases from Rosa, it said something about German technology. This is the only thing I don't like about these release papers. Unless I'm doing something wrong, there's always this overhang here. you know, and I know that this is 10 centimeter. So there's always this overhang. So I guess if you don't get them exactly right next to each other, you're going to have this little bit of an overhang here. So I got this here. And that's going to drive me crazy because this is going to be pulling up this part. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm praying for patience, you guys. You don't even know how much I'm praying for patience. So this is not a tutorial. I'm sorry. I can teach you guys a lot of things, but this, you're on your own. You're on your own because I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck with this piece of plastic. And I really, like, is this something that I'm going to be working on diligently as I am my angels? Probably not. I'm going to have to put this away. And I don't like having to put this away with a bunch of release paper on top. So maybe I will just keep the plastic too. I don't know. Everything is falling on the floor today. Now I'm getting crazy and I'm just going to slap these down. Because I really want to get to this section. So you know what? I'm not even going to cover him. Can I get this so that I don't have any overhang here and maybe just work on this section here? Yeah, so he had me rushing through Tip Tuesday. We have an appointment at 3 o'clock. Are you going to be done? I'm like, John, it takes me more time to listen to you. I could be done. Just please. And then I went upstairs and it was a Zoom meeting. So we're sitting waiting for the Zoom meeting to start. And I'm like, I'm not saying nothing. Let me just cover these like this because I'm going to have 200 of these on here. Watch when I'm done. They give you 200. I'm going to have 200 done on here. But this is the section that I want to work on first. Am I in the shot? You guys don't even know what I'm doing. So I'm leaving this part open. So that's the part that I want to work on. Like I said, I'm going to have 200 pieces down here by the time I'm done. And it's this back, like I said, if the top part touches your canvas, you're done. It'll stick right to it. I just wanted to do my Whip Wednesday because now we're going to be away. We're going to be traveling on Thursday. What is he doing? Now, see, that's going to make me not, you don't know. I see people do this. They're so neat. They're so neat. They don't have any overhang like this. Now I got to put 2 more over here. I don't like all these pieces of paper like this, but I'm telling you, the plastic is making me nuts. I'm not the type, let me get this off. Oh, I'm not the type to have, you know, all this gourmetia going on here with this. Look at it. Look at what it looks like. Lay this. This is going to have to go upstairs in my art room, which I finally got back. I finally got my art room back because I had enough yesterday of being tossed around and not having anywhere to go. My angel is underneath there. So I have something else coming from ArtDot this week. You know, they contacted me yesterday and they were like, can we mail it out today? It should get to you by Thursday. And I'm just hoping that it comes early enough because we're having a theft problem in the neighborhood where people are coming around and, you know, they haven't been out the past few days because it's been cold out. You know, they don't work in the cold. So, but they'll be coming around on their bikes, and it's like I'm on constant alert of, you know, what do I have coming, updates from UPS, updates from Federal Express. Then my son's got stuff for Whip Wednesday. It seems that that's what we're doing. So I'm using this container for the first time, and the way that I put my symbols in order is by, well, I think what we're going to have to do first is do the DMC codes. Another reason why I don't like covering my canvas is if I wanted to pull a color out and show it to you on the canvas, I now can't do that because it's covered up with release paper. Okay, so this is my DMC Color Painters. And this is what I use because, as I was saying before in my previous video, that if I'm showing you this color and I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like a deep burgundy or like a burgundy brown, you know, I don't know. Is that the color? Are you seeing it that way? So let's go here into this book. And what's nice about this book is that they also do, I think, diamond dots. So, okay, I said deep burgundy, but this is 154 grape, very dark. Put my light down a little bit. 154 grape, very dark. Okay, pretty close. Okay, so this is a white symbol going on the right side. Cornflower blue, medium, very dark. Another white symbol. Cornflower blue, medium, very dark. At 159, blue, gray, light. And this is, was this a white symbol or a black symbol? It's a white one. 159, blue, gray, light. Pretty. 160, blue, gray, medium. So this is one of my dark symbols. Black symbols, white symbols. 161, blue, gray. 162, blue, gray, ultra. Oh, I'm sorry, 169. Pewter, light. 169. That is a dark symbol. We have mahogany, very dark. 310, black, white symbol. 317, pewter gray. That is a dark symbol. Usually it's a light symbol. Oh, 318, steel gray, light. 336 is navy blue. Very different from 939. That's like a dark navy. This is a light symbol going there. Okay. 939, speak of the devil. This is navy blue, very dark. So you have navy blue and you have navy blue, very dark in here. That navy blue, very dark always looks like it's black. 414, steel gray, dark. Oh! I'm calling that a white symbol. 415, pearl gray. That's a dark symbol. 420, hazelnut brown, dark. Pretty. Looks like a hazelnut brown. 413, pewter gray, dark. These are all the colors that are in there. 400, we have mahogany, dark. These are both printed in black symbols. Yep, 370, mustard, medium. 610, drab brown, dark. Ugh. 612, drab brown, light. 640, beige gray, very dark. Beige gray, very dark. 779, cocoa dark. Now, see, that doesn't look like cocoa dark to me, and it's not even coming up. Well, now it is cocoa dark. Okay. 796, royal blue, dark. That's a white one. 801 is coffee brown, dark. 814 is garnet, dark. 815 is garnet, medium, also a black symbol. 823, a white symbol, navy blue, dark. Oh, all my navy blues are shade colors. Okay. 829 is golden olive, dark. Golden olive, very dark. I wouldn't see that. Okay. 833, golden olive, light. Love these colors. I do love these. Golden, 834, golden olive, very light. So here's all my olives. 3 olives, not the vodka. Okay. 919, red copper. Very old historic colors. Are you a light? Nope, you're a dark. 924, gray green, very dark. Do you see that? Gray green, very dark. Oh, this is one of my favorite colors. Yeah. It's a black symbol. 934, avocado green, black. This is another one of my favorite. Avocado green, black. Oh, and that's a black symbol too. Usually it's a light. 938. I find that interesting, like what the artists use to shade colors. Like these right now are just fill-in colors. These are my shade colors. 938, coffee brown, ultra dark. Another one of my favorite ones. 3012, khaki green, medium. Yeah, I could see that. This is a black symbol. And then 3041, we have antique violet medium. I can see that too. Antique violet medium. 3041, it's a dark symbol. 3045, we have yellow beige dark. Like I said, very old world, historic colors. That's what it looks like to me. 3770, which is that. I've been dying to know what this color is that they're using for the kind of murky snow. 3770 is tawny, very light. Really? Now to me that looked a little pinkish. Now underneath this light it doesn't, but to the naked eye it looks pinkish. 3770, tawny, very light. And you are a dark symbol. 3776, mahogany light. And 3782 is mocha brown light. And these are all fill-in shades. I only have a few more, believe it or not. 3787 is brown gray dark. And then I'll go through you why I separate these. 3779, I believe, is a pewter gray, very dark. Pewter gray, very dark. Also not a shade color. Okay. 3821 is straw. 3822 is straw light. So we got straw and straw light. 3858, turn the page, is rosewood medium. That's dark symbol. Look at I have a few more light symbols. 3860 is cocoa. 3861 is cocoa light. Cocoa light. 3862 is mocha beige dark. And then we have our enhancements. We have AB04 and AB959. So I would think that I have to look at 959. That would be, you know, my 959 is sea green medium. I would say that that is AB sea green medium. 959. Interesting. Oh, this is going on the Christmas tree. I remember that. It's a dark symbol. And then AB04. Is there an 04? No, there's no 04. Don't know what 04 is. It's just a beautiful red. And then you have 3821 and 22 as, no, I'm sorry. You have 444 and 727. Are they actually the colors? 444 is lemon dark, and that seems to be right, and that's as a crystal. And 727, that's my old address. Topaz, very light, and doesn't seem like that's topaz. This looks more like a lemon color. What's on either side of it? This looks more like old gold, but they're saying that it's topaz. Very light topaz. Okay, so they're your crystals. I believe that these are what is lighting everything up. As far as there's any lanterns and stuff like that. These were, and as I was saying in my previous video, I have 60 slots here. So I have 8 slots that I took what I had a lot of, like 310, and I filled them up, and I just, and like 939, I just got rid of the bags. But there are some extra full bags in here for the colors that are here. So what I do is I separate my symbols that are printed in black and my symbols that are printed in white. And then I do that by, there's another, well, if these are going to be my extra ones, I'm not going to start here, but I'm always starting with white. So what are my symbols for the white symbols? We have a flower. We have, that's not a white symbol. We have a flower. I have like a little angle. I have an H. I have an arrow. I have a half moon, a dot, an arrow, and I have like a kind of like a half circle, half moon and a half circle. Did I say a half moon? Kind of like, I would say like a sunrise or a sunset now that I have to, now that I have something that's like a half moon, okay? And I have a backslash. So I would put my half moon, my sunrise, sunset, and my half moon together. I would put my black dot and maybe the flower together because it's got a dot in the middle. That's how I'll remember it in my brain. I have an angle, an arrow pointing left, an arrow pointing down, a little arrow pointing off to the side, and these are all in DMC. These are all in DMC order. A letter H and a backslash, kind of really odd. Okay, just making sure I don't have any more white symbols. Then I would put my black symbols together by number, letter, and then everything else. So I have an arrow. This is going to go with numbers. This is off to the side. This, I do say that it is a number of numbers. Here's 3. 1, 3, 2. Here's 1, 2, and 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. Is there a 5 and a 6? Nope, there's a 7. A C, a bracket, music sign. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. I will put the plus sign. I will put the equal sign. I will put the number sign. So I'm going to start putting these in order. So I'm going to put the number symbol, like that hashtag symbol, first, instead of putting number 1 first. So here we have hashtag 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 5. And I have washi tape underneath here. Number 6, number 7. And then I will put mathematical things. Plus sign, minus sign, equal sign. I'll put them together and then I'll go into my letters. So we have A. Oh, here's number 12. And that's good because I will end this row with numbers. Plus, minus, equal. And then A. C looks like it's next. Thank God there's no B. E. H. H-I-J-K. L-M-N-O-P. Q. Oh, N-N. O-P-Q. R. I thought I saw an S. Yep. S. T. U. Y. Everything U, V, W, X, Y. Everything else is symbols. So how are we going to put these? Sometimes I just put these by color, these extra symbols, if they're not really making sense to me. Like I have an arrow and I have an arrow. And like there's only 2 arrows. Okay. Then I have something like a ball. And then 3. Bow tie, question mark. Oh, here's another arrow, like the end of an arrow. 1, 2. Here's a bow tie, 2 different bow ties. A question mark, an anchor. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. A check mark, a star, an antenna. This is a music sign. Oh, I have 2 music signs. and a bracket. How do we go off here? These two? Yeah. Here's a bracket. So I'm just going to put these two music symbols off to the side. So I have my extras. I have all my symbols that are starting with a light color, a white color. All my symbols in white are down one row. Then I have numbers, alphabet, and I have arrows and whatever. That's the setup. Being that I'm starting with my white symbols, I know right where they are in my case. They're right down this first row. And so I am going to, I'm not going to pull anything out. I'm just going to go with, what do I want to go with first here? Just jump in somewhere. I think I'm going to go with the darker ones, which are the backslash here, 823. Just easier to go with the darker ones first. So anything in white. And so I'm looking at the drills now. This is a new kit. First time, Dreamer Designs, new kit. First drills. There might be some difference. I'm not sure. And using my, I knew I had another one of these skinny placers from Diamond Art Club, and I'm like, I think it's time you show yourself again and come out and play. I am so happy to be doing this canvas, to really, you know, get a feel of what my time frame is going to be on this, and also how this is working up, because I don't know where anybody finds this information at. I mean, I just heard through the grapevine that Dreamer Designs would be revamping their canvas, and they would be tightening the field. And I thought, okay, you know, that would be nice, because I did see nothing that would never make me buy from them again, nothing so bad, but I am curious to see what is the field like here. How tight is it? And this is a round diamond painting. I'll get a little bit of that wax off of there. I can't believe the way it started with this canvas, and I think I'm just frazzled because I thought that I was going to be here on Thursday, and I'm not going to be. And so, you know, now I'm worried about deliveries that are coming to my house that I won't be here to receive. And I got to rely on neighbors or my son getting here before, you know, anybody else gets here. You know, it's terrible. I don't even know how long of a placer this is. This is going to tell, oh, okay. That tells a whole story for me, because this must be like a 15 placer. Is it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12? It's a 12 placer. And I will tell you, longer placers give me pause, because I think the more drills that you pick up, and when you put them down, there was always a lot of space in between them, and you had to nudge them around. That went down pretty right inside the drill space. Okay, I'm impressed. You got my attention. Let's see how the rest of this goes. And the drills feel nice. I can't tell if there's any more faceting to them. Like sometimes you don't know. Is it the power of suggestion and you think that there's something? I can't, like, what did I work on? I worked on Nordic Winter last. That was my last, right? Was that my last round Dreamer Design? I can't even remember. Yeah, because I've been working on Diamond Art Emporium. I have a little bit of glare from the light. So I don't know if I'm going to do this last row. It seems to be off a little bit, of course, because of the way that I put these release papers down. It's all wonky. I will be ripping these off after I say goodbye to you, and next time you see these, they will be much neater. But I just had to get going. I mean, John was upstairs doing his thing, and you know, that's my time to do my thing. I thought I was going to be in my room, but when he said we had a meeting, I'm like, oh, listen, everything's down here. Let me just set up down here, and then we're sitting upstairs for a meeting that's never happening. And he's like, oh, we have the wrong day. I'm like, we have the wrong day. I should have known better, because when I put something in my phone, I get an alert the day before, and I didn't get any alert that we had this meeting today. So yeah, maybe I will get these last few ones in over here if I can get them in. Yeah, they kind of seem to be off kilter a little bit. Like that one is underneath, and I want to be pushing underneath. Okay. Next, do the arrows. I always do what is next to whatever I put down. So whatever I put down, I would say, okay, well, there's a lot of florals here. There's a lot of arrows here. And over here, there's like an H. And there's arrows here. So I'm going with the arrows. Going down, right? I have to put washi tape on these lids, because then so that the labels don't stick. They're horrible to get off. Another blue, navy blue, very pretty. What am I using? Oh, I have my ArtDot putty in here. I left it in my foyer because I was filming in there. I had a little fire going, and it was really nice while it was snowing and the boys were watching the game, and I was diamond painting in the foyer with the snow, and I left a few things in there, like my pen and my putty, and I think maybe the putty took another turn, because it was really getting weird. It was getting weird with the heat, the radiator heat. I have radiator heat. I don't have forced air. So it was really getting weird. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm calming down a little bit from this crazy morning. Oh, well, I was up late last night. As some of you know, I was busy celebrating and being very interested in all the festivities and how things were going to happen, and I may have just sped up this section because I have a hungry husband that's rummaging for food. I don't know how he's hungry. And the best is that he's looking around for food. If I told you what was in my house, let me just show you what I had yesterday. I had ribs. I'm going to put the picture up. We made macaroni salad. John's mom's recipe. He made it. I made her potato salad recipe. We made burgers, and they had already eaten the hot dogs, so I have no picture of that. But you could tell which burger is mine because I'm dyslexic, and it's actually upside down. It's not upside down when I'm doing it. It's not upside down when I'm building my burger. But after I was like, he's like, oh, take a picture because Rob wants to know how the burgers came out. This is another restaurateur in the area, and he said, oh, let me know how the burgers, because he gave John the recipe, and he's like, let me know how your burgers come out. And he's like, take a picture. The burgers are so, you know, juicy and delicious. And when I took a picture of mine, I'm like, it's upside down. I literally built my burger upside down. What else do I have here? A few more arrows. Very easy. I can see the symbols very clearly. My light is causing me some anxiety right now. Not anxiety, uncomfortableness, but I don't feel like moving it and, you know, spending another, I don't know how long I spent just trying to get the light right so that you guys could see the colors properly. And I almost stopped doing that. I was almost like, why are you doing this? Like, just get to diamond painting. And I'm like, no, this is the way that I do it. A lot of people look forward to me doing it that way. So I'm going to do it. But yeah, I was up late last night. People called me this morning. I was like, hell no, I'm not answering the phone. Was that a flower? It was. Good eyes. And I use a cuticle nipper because I'm able to grab anything like this wax that seems to be, because it has a jaw on it, so I'm able to grab it. I love navy blue. Boop. You could feel that how sticky the putty is. I think being in that ice cold foyer overnight did it some good. And then sometimes I just switch over to dotting. Well, the wax is what's causing the residue. I'm not used to that residue anymore. Like, once you find something that works and you don't have any residue hitting your canvas, or you know, like putty. Like, I love Diamond Art Club's putty, but if it hits the canvas, you're done. Like, it's stuck there. It doesn't move. And it gets smeared all around. You can't push it, which is why I use my cuticle nippers, because I'm just able to grab it and keep going. Couple more arrows. I maybe will break my rule here of diamond painting in order so that I can show you guys these red enhancements here. Oh, here's a whole other row of arrows. Well, this little contraption is not bad. I thought it might be too awkward. Well, it was. I did put it away. I did put it away because the more drills that you have on a placer, the more they're out of whack. And I found that when that happens, what you have to do is align your drills in your drill tray, and then give it a little tap so that they move away from each other just a baby bit, like a hair, like that. You can see that there's some space in between those, and I found that that helps them hit the drill space a little bit neater than picking them up when they're really close together. And now I have this over here. I actually think that still was a little bit neater than what I laid down already. So just giving it a little tap, just so they separate just a hair, because there is some separation between the symbols. They're not one right on top of each other. And then I have those half moons coming up. I thought I was in a different area before I moved over. Maybe not. Yeah, it was right here. This one right here. Yeah, I'm really jealous of people that can use washi tape and cut out this section and work. Ugh. So what I'm going to do is put these little highlights in these X's so that you guys can see those little enhancements there. And then I'm going to put that R in. I really said I was going to change this to more of a sparkly white. I can't see where that color is going to go with the rest of this. I think it needs to be highlighted a little bit. Let's see. Let's put those X's in. And because I have my ArtDot putty in here, I can pick up AB drills. They won't stick. But if you have wax, get yourself a piece of wet paper towel. Just keep a piece of paper towel next to you and dip your wax into the paper towel, pick up, and then your drills will not stick and they will not pull your wax out. As you know, new diamond painters all found out, that's what they do. I can even go back, like I have one that's still stuck here. I can even go back and it didn't lift up any of those other ones either. Okay. Really pretty. I have to tell you though, I'm hooked on Diamond Art Emporium's fairy dust. They look like little frosted donuts. There's so much of a coating on them. They're so pretty. Let me take a look at these. These are Aurora Borealis. They have like a little bit of gold on here, and I'm just, I think I'm spoiled with Diamond Art Emporiums. I don't even think they should be called fairy dust because they're not delicate. They're really heavily coated, and they're gorgeous. They're really pretty. Put you there. I think another thing too is like pick your drills up as lightly as you can. You don't need to, your putty's very tactful, and this glue too is very, very strong, poured glue. So we have all our X's in. What do we think? I still think that these should be AB drills. I think I'm going to just do one row here to see what this pink looks like, because it's really making me, it says, what did it say, 20 very light? That to me didn't look like 20 very light. PQR. I have this on the wrong side. This is an X. You don't go here. You go on that side. Let's look. R. 3770. I don't know. Maybe it'll look different when it's down. I can always go back and change it. Yeah, I see it now. And it's just like what I said. It's these old, antique, historical colors that's the vibe that it's given. Okay, so I changed my mind. I think I changed my mind about the snow though. There's just too much light in that area. Because this is the color of snow too. I don't like pushing my drills because they only push back. I'd rather just pick it up and put it back down. Yeah, it's that old antique-y kind of a feel. I get it now. Yeah, I've never worked on one of his canvases, and a lot of you told me, no, that's the way his canvases are. They're like that. They're just, you know, muted colors and stuff. And I'm like, ugh, I get it. I get it. Did I pull one of my AB drills? No, one of them was left in there. So, okay. I'm gonna leave it as it is, and we're gonna go with number, now that I'm in this area, I'm gonna go with number 4. I think this will work up pretty quickly. I'm really starting to get relaxed after this very hectic setup that I had. I'm gonna give this a little tap, 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 because this is going to be a long line of drills here. And I think it gives a neater line. Are they all number 4 there? Yep. Yep. I'm liking it. Just that little bit of a tap. There's a number 2 there. Oh, really nice. I'm really liking that I am not, I'm going to take this with me when we go to Cape May. I had said that I wanted to show them over at Congress Hall. I can't because I have this all covered now with release paper. Can somebody please make a clear release paper? And I have the piece of plastic still on the floor. Yeah, I might just put it back on just to take it to Congress Hall and show them this. I don't know that I'm going to get more of it done. It's kind of like my boy Angel just got kicked to the curb, but it only took me less than 3 weeks to do the girl Angel, and I'm getting cocky, you know, I'm getting cocky, like, oh, you can kick him on the side for a little bit, you'll be able to, you know, still get him done in time for Valentine's Day. It's like I just put this pressure on myself to do these things. Oh yes. And I'm liking getting, like, this is a bigger space than I would usually take, and I'm liking that I'm getting more done. Like, I completely forgot about my whole system because this is more of a system that I use when I do confetti, but I still stick to it because you never know. You never know what you're going to learn. It was interesting that I heard our new president say, you know, it's a really exciting time because, you know, our nation is going to be 250 years old. And me and John looked at each other. I'm like, you think it's time for us to dig up that time capsule? Because we were around for the bicentennial. And God willing, we'll be here when our country turns 250 years old. I'm like, where do we bury our time capsules at? I think we buried them outside of the school. And that street has been dug up. I have proof. My aunt, if I could find the picture of my aunt outside with the broom, eating a biscotti. That street has been dug up. I wonder if they ever found that time capsule. And I don't even think that they would tell us today, you know. They don't know. The school has changed over. See here, got a 4 there too. The school has changed over, so I don't know, but we did. I can't even remember what the heck. I probably put lip gloss in there or something, Sweet Honesty or something like that. I can't even imagine what I had in the time capsule. I'm sure that they told us to put something historic in there. I don't even know what the heck was going on. I was just trying to make it through to get home to watch my cooking shows. That's what I did after school. Was my parents worked, and I always wanted to try and make something really exciting for dinner, you know. And so I would watch my cooking show, and the next day I would write everything, you know, there was no taping or anything. You had to write everything down. You had to keep it fresh in your mind. You had to remember what he did and how he did it. Because I used to watch this guy, this old man from Italy called Pasquale. And I would try and, you know, like, what am I, like in 7th or 8th grade? And I'm making zabayon. like nothing like, you know, nothing easy. You know, let me make a zabayon. And I remember making that. I remember making it. I just thought it was, well, of course I was making desserts because I don't eat real food. I eat all sugar. Oh, I tried this past couple of weeks to really eat a little bit more healthy and just eat, like, detox from the sugar because it was really starting to get to me. I was like, I can't take any more sugar. My body's on overload. I can feel it. And I gained 5 pounds eating salads. I'm not kidding you. The heck is that about? I got on the scale. I'm like, we're going in the wrong direction. Because I felt kind of like, I didn't feel right. I'm like, I'm eating really well. I'm eating protein. I'm eating a chopped salad, chopped lettuce, chopped tomato, chopped onion, chopped avocado, chopped cucumber, chopped celery. And I'll use the avocado as a dressing. I'll mash it and I'll run all my vegetables through it so that I don't have to use like oil. I put some kind of protein in there, whether it's, you know, a piece of chicken. I dropped that one. Or some black beans, white beans, red beans. I put all these different kind of beans, and I was like so proud of myself. Look at me, I'm eating healthy. I gained 5 pounds. Should just eat the sugar. What am I leaning on over here? I'm leaning on this section here. Let's not. Okay. My husband's like, he came down and I stopped talking because, you know, I'm just waiting for him to ask me a question or something. He's like, let me know when you're done. I want to know what you want to eat. I'm like, really? He just ate a plate of ribs. But he's been walking a lot. He's been doing a lot of exercise lately. And that's what freaked me out yesterday. Like, when I just said enough with my room, I need my room back. He's like, oh, can I borrow that folding chair in your room? I'm like, okay. Like, I put it in there just to get it out of the way downstairs. And he's like, I want to do some chair yoga. I'm like, oh, it must be nice to have all this room in your room that you want to do chair yoga. I'm like, guess what? Party time in my room is over. Get your speakers out of here. Get your now, you know, his contain, like, I have to force him to get this stuff out of the room or he's not going to do it. So I put it in the hallway so that he would start moving this stuff. Like, he's got 2 containers. So he could just like be like, I'm categorizing everything. I don't even know what he's going to do with this stuff. What are you going to do with these DVDs? You know, we have Apple. Everything's there. But he's, you know, he wants to keep some of these things. And some of these things are really important. Like, he's been to some really, really, really great concerts in his day. And I get it, you know, you don't want to part with that. You can't. The original recordings of music and stuff, it just has that feel and it's got that sound. So I get it, the sentimentality of it. And then he'll throw things away. I'm like, why are you throwing that away? He's like, I'm never going to get done. I'm never going to get done with you. I threw something away. And I'm like, well, this means something to me. Like, you know, I was at this concert when you performed and he had this gold. It was so hot. It was like 100. It was like walking on the sun. It was like 115 degrees out. I'm not kidding you. I don't think Philly ever got to heights that high. And he was performing and we were friends and we would always go to his shows and he was in this gold lame shirt. And I was like, but it was like, so John, I'm like, how is he in this shirt? Is he not dying? But then when we got together and he was making room in his closet, he's like, oh, I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need this anymore, this gold lame shirt. I'm like, give me that shirt. I want it. And I wore it. If I could find the picture, I'll show you him in it and me in it. Somebody said, what did they say? I was on South Street too. And they were like, oh, are you one of the solid gold dancers? I'm like, yeah, I'm a solid gold dancer. I love that shirt, but he snuck it. After that, he got rid of it. He snuck it. He's like, you wore it. All right, now I'm flinging drills everywhere. It's the light. The light is in my way. The light is preventing me from really moving a little bit quicker with this. And I really don't want to move anything. I think I have to, though. I hope I didn't cause a shadow here. That's a little bit too many. Drop one off. Yeah, the light's still in my way. Are you a 4 or a 5? You're a 5. Oh, the world of a creator. That's something else. You know, my creators out there, if you're watching me, we need to talk, because I did the wrap up, the finish of my angel, and I really took my time with that. I wrote out what it was that I wanted to talk about, and what I wanted to say, and not forget anything. And I took the short that I made and I used that at the end, and like all I did was remix my short to put it at the end of my video, and YouTube said, you got a strike against you, but it's not a copyright strike, even though it says copyright in big letters across the video. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're like, sorry, you have a copyright strike because you used music that you couldn't use. Okay, well, I made the short on the YouTube platform and I remixed it. So what is the problem? Like, I don't get it. And they did this to me with was it this video? It was this video, because I was showing you guys pictures of me and John. Well, I have a video editor and they have music. You know, I pay for my video editor, and they had music, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to put a little collage of me and John and all the times that, well, some of the times that we've been at Congress Hall, and I'll just put them to music. And I put it in the description. I put it in the end of the video. I put the licensing information on there, and they were like, you have a copyright strike because you used music. And I'm like, all right, what the hell is going on? Like, I put the licensing in there. What is going on? Like, you know, do you just have ears where you listen for music and right away you say it's a copyright strike, and then we have to take time out of our day to tell you that no, it's not, because the licensing information is on there? But I think it's just an algorithm. I think they just go by the algorithm. I don't think anybody has their eyes on anything or their ears, and it's all this extra work that needs to be done. You know, I'm an affiliate for a company, and, you know, they sent my payment, and this was 100% my fault. I set up my account with them and didn't realize that they were sending my payments to PayPal. I don't have a PayPal account. I had a PayPal account. I don't have one. And they sent payments there, and I was like, oh my gosh, because they said, oh, we sent your payment out. And I'm like, well, I checked my bank account. I'm like, it's not there. And they're like, oh no, we send it through PayPal. And I'm like, oh, I closed my PayPal account a long time ago. Well, you know, we didn't get anything back, so it's probably there. And so I go over to PayPal, and they're like, oh no, we locked your account, you know. And I'm like, well, I would imagine that you did, because I don't use it, you know. But now, however, I will be, because one of the companies that I'm an affiliate for sends a payment there. Okay, well, we locked this account because you didn't pay a bill. Now, if you knew me, there are no bills. I don't even have a credit card. Okay, I am just, if I can't pay cash for it, I don't want it. And I'm like, well, what's the bill? And like, I kind of sort of remembered it. I have not used my PayPal account in 15 years. So I was like, this had to be through the cafe, through Petalbell. Being that it was like a bread flour, like a high protein, it was probably something, I kind of remembered it. Well, after 2 months of fighting with PayPal and the person that I am an affiliate for, it all came back to me that when I closed my cafe, any open bills were paid out by my accountant, of course, and he didn't go through PayPal. And I remember this is why I closed the account, because they wouldn't leave me alone. I said, listen, you better get in touch with this company. I paid them. Here's the information. And I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I lost my business. I opened up at the wrong time. I knew it was the wrong time, you know, and I knew it, you know, and I had a partner, and I don't have partners, because my accountant gave me the best advice he could have ever given me when he said, at least the partners are only good in odd numbers, and anything more than one is too many. And he knew that the partner that I had wasn't as invested in my cafe as I was. So anyway, I was like, listen, PayPal, I really don't like your practices. I never did. This is paid. I sent you the information. Now I'm ending my account. So I closed it. I never heard from them. They never said, you know, hey, you closed your account anyway, but we have your email address and you still owe this money, which I didn't owe. But this all came back to me over the past week, this whole thing with PayPal. And I contacted the company and I said, listen, I warned PayPal. Well, I said to PayPal, you know what? I'm done arguing with you. What's the amount? Like $40? Give me it. I'll pay it. Well, you can't pay us. You have to pay this third party because we turned you over to a collection. Really? Okay. Well, they never contacted me either. So they're like, oh yeah, we have this. No, it wasn't paid. No, the distributor never said we paid this. So then they got paid twice. You paid them to satisfy them, and then I paid them. And then now I'm paying them again. Now I'm paying you. Okay, whatever, $40. Here you go. I go back to PayPal. We unlock my account. No, we can't unlock your account. You have to open a whole new account, which I do. I said, well, listen, my distributor told me that they sent a payment to you. And if I find out, and they're saying no, I'm like, if I find out that you received this money into an account that I can't access because it was frozen and you guys did all this stuff, I don't know who I'm going to contact. I'm going to contact my accountant first. And, hell to pay. Can't get anything from them. They're like, well, tell the person who sent you this that they need to do this and that. I go and tell them, they're like, listen, you set up the account. This is the address you gave us. Like, not our problem anymore. That's the feeling that I'm getting because they're just not even answering me anymore. So I gave them one last shot today. I said, you know what? Here's what I should have did 2 months ago. I should have told you to put a stop payment on that because nobody received it. Nobody received that money. Put a stop payment on it, and then if you find out that you can't because it was already cashed or whatever, that way I could find out who took the money out and write me a new check for the new account that I had to open. So, I mean, there's just so much that goes on behind the scenes for so much work. I mean, we're talking tip money, really. This isn't hundreds of dollars that I'm fighting over. It's tip money, really, but it's still what I earned. And, if this is the way you're going to do business and like throw it back in my court and be like, hey, well, this is what you gave us. And I'm like, yeah, it was a mistake. I rectified it. I gave you the new email address, but now I have to fight these people and I need this information. So that's where I am with that. So it's just so much work. It's so much work. I don't know how anybody uploads on multiple platforms. I could just about get YouTube. And I kind of like being a little bit more condensed with my time so that I could spend more time with you guys and not be fighting with companies. So this is the beginning of Robert Fennell's Congress Hall. I like how easy it's moving. When I'm in a better light, I'm sure that I will be able to get more done. And thank you for hanging. This is Whip Wednesday, right? This is going to be my Whip Wednesday. Thursday I was supposed to do Women in Gold, and I'm pushing her again. I'm pushing her around again. I might have to take her with me too to Cape May because I feel like I don't like going back on my promises. The fact that my time frame or my scheduling changed. I just don't want to, because I had a few of you get that canvas and you work on it when I'm working on it. So I'll be taking her with me too. Maybe I'll just take a picture of this and not rearrange all this and put the plastic back on. I don't know. My brain hurts. Wasn't that a Monty Python skit? My brain hurts. My brain is hurting. So, okay, it's Tuesday. This will go up tomorrow. Thursday, I'll be in the car. Well, maybe Thursday morning I will have time to do Women in Gold. Let's see. Because I really just want to take one canvas with me. And then Friday, Thursday, I know we made plans to go to the Cat Trap, and that's in Summers Point. So I'll be there. And then, our meeting is on Thursday. So we'll be doing that. And then we'll go out to dinner. And then Friday, he wanted to go to one of our favorite places, is Doc's Oyster House. I took a video of us the last time. We're like, oh my God, we're menaces when we go somewhere. We end up talking to everybody around us. They're at our table. We're the only two people that walk into a restaurant that have other people that come over and sit down with us. And then Friday, and then Saturday, we're going to the Lobster House. And that's on the water. and that they're all places to eat, but I'm going to be doing other things like walking around Cape May and shopping and taking pictures and pointing out stuff. And so buckle up. It'll be an exciting time. And I will see you, as always, in the next one. Keep creating that world that you want to live in. Thank you for your patience with me. I know I'm a handful. Bye.